you understand? I just want the smoke.
Dillian the Body Snatcher Whyte is set to make his ring return November 26th. After suffering a push-out defeat to Tyson Fury, he's set to return to face unbeaten American heavyweight Jermaine Franklin November 26th at the OVO Arena in Wembley. Franklin appears to be the frontrunner after being linked with a Dillian Whyte fight late last year, but that fight never materialized. Dillian ended up going with Swedish heavyweight Otto Wallin instead, but that fight, the Wallin fight, never took place because Dillian ended up picking up a shoulder injury at the time, so he pulled out of the Otto Wallin fight. Now he appears ready to revisit the Franklin situation, and yeah, it seems like this fight is actually gonna happen. And Dillian was previously linked with a Daniel Dubois fight, but according to reports and rumors I've heard, it seems Dillian asked for $3 million, which Queensberry and Frank weren't prepared to give him to face off against Daniel Dubois. So that fight kind of collapsed. And now Dillian is back with the Zone and Matchroom and set to take on Jermaine Franklin being the front runner, but we've also got Otto Wallin again in the mix, and Dempsey McKean, Australian heavyweight, in the mix, and also Chris the Nightmare Ariola is also another candidate for a potential bout with Dillian Whyte. Franklin is no world beater by any means. He's got a few recognizable names on his record. The best win and name being on there has to be Jerry Forrest, who he scored a split decision victory over. That Jerry Forrest win is a decent win because Forrest is he's no mug by no means. We saw what he did against Big Bang Zhang, and also the robbery, the Jerry Forrest robbery against Michael Hunter. So yeah, so that's a good win for Franklin, the Forrest. That's a good win. But he's also got Pavel Sauer on his record. Pavel Sauer, who's been knocked out by Gorman, Huey Fury. He went the distance with Jermaine Franklin. Yeah, that's no good look. That kind of shows you what level Franklin operates at. Decent heavyweight, but by no means a world beater. So I think this is going to be a routine victory for Dillian Whyte, either by knockout or a clear unanimous decision victory for Whyte. That's if the fight does materialize this time. But you know, Jermaine Franklin might have a surprise in store for us. Maybe he steps up his level of performance against an elite heavyweight in Dillian Whyte, because let's face it, Dillian Whyte is world level, isn't it? So yeah, let's see if stepping up in class means Franklin steps up his performance level. We'll see. Also on the card, we've got
we go for 5 guys after.
Yes, make it miss.
Fabio Tractor Boy Wardley going up against Nathan T-Rex Arms Gorman for the British title. That should be a decent fight. Yeah, it hasn't been announced yet, but they've been flirting with the idea of them squaring off for the British title for a good while now, going up to a year now probably. But it seems to finally be close to taking place on the undercard of this Dillian Whyte Franklin fight. So that's one fight I'm definitely looking forward to. I've got a clear winner in my mind, but yeah, closer to the fight, I'll probably do a breakdown and preview for that fight. The Dillian Whyte managed fighter Fabio Wardley has been earning some rave reviews from boxing fans, ex-boxer, pundits, and what have you for his impressive performances and display of boxing technique, considering his lack of, I think he doesn't even have any amateur background, does he? He started boxing, white collar boxing, and went straight to professional. So yeah, considering his lack of experience, is very, 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 very impressive. He's definitely right up there with the Jared Andersons of the world as some of the next potential up and coming world heavyweight champion in future. So we're gonna have to see how he deals with Nathan Gorman, because Gorman, he's definitely no mug, and this would be a very, very good victory if Wardley manages to pull it off. It would be a good name on his record. Gorman's previously been knocked out by Danny Dubois, as we all know. After calling Danny Dubois out for a very, very long time, he finally got his opportunity. He went into the ring and tried to slug it out with Daniel, ended up coming up short and got knocked out, which was the wrong approach. I don't understand why he felt that was the right way to approach the fight. If his team, if his coach, if that's what they actually trained for. He went in there, started trading with Dubois, and yeah, that was always going to end up one way with Gorman getting knocked out, and that's exactly what happened. So I guess he's going to want to make amends for that loss against Fabio Wardley, because this is another prospect who is highly thought of, the way Danny Dubois was at the time. So he's going to want to pick up this British title and also the victory against Fabio Wardley one way or another. I don't see Gorman attempting to approach this fight the same way he did the Dubois fight. Hopefully he's learned his lesson. He's not a puncher, he's not a slugger. He needs to focus on his strengths, which is his boxing. He's got much more experience in boxing than Wardley does, so he needs to use that to his advantage. Don't go in there and try and trade with him and try to knock him out. That's probably not going to happen. He's going to come up short if he tries to do that again. Anyways, as usual, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. Have the notification bell turned on to know exactly what's going on up here. The Twitter _UK. I'm out.